Hi, and welcome to Music City Kids. My name is Tamara with Love in a Big World, and I'm so glad you're here. We want to help you grow strong in mind, body, and heart. And today we're talking again about gratitude. Gratitude is being thankful for what we have or what others do for us or give to us. And I'll tell you what, gratitude really changes our point of view. It can give us a fresh perspective on life. And in a little bit, I'll tell you about one of the games that I like to play. It's a gratitude game. All right, but up first, we've got Family Fit Mom. So stand up and get ready to get moving.
Hi, Music City Kids, Family Fit Mom here, and today I am so grateful for the ability to move my body and for being able to be healthy and strong. And I'm hoping that you're grateful too that you're able to move your body and to be physically fit. So today I'm going to show you some of my favorite lunges. There are so many different kind of lunges you can do, and I'm going to show you just a few. So the first one is a forward lunge. So for the forward lunge, you're going to step forward, lunge down. You want this leg parallel with the ground. You want this knee coming straight down. And you're going to press back up through the heel to come up. So again, you move forward, staying nice and in control. Your body is nice and upright. You're going to press through this heel to come back up. Let's do 10 of those. Don't let that bottom knee touch the ground. You got it. 5 more. One more. Nice job. We got to get 5 on that other side. Let's bring that other leg, 10 on the other side. Let's bring that other leg into the action. So grateful to be able to move my body, to strengthen my legs. With our lunges, 5 more. One more. Nice. Another lunge that I like is the reverse lunge. So this time we're going to take the lunge back. You're going to take that right leg, stepping back, pressing through the front heel to come up. So let's do 10. Let's alternate both legs this time. So stepping back, coming forward. Nice. Reverse lunge, just taking it back instead of forward this time. 4 more. You got it. Lots of variety in your lunges. Last one. And my last lunge, I like this one. It's a lateral lunge. So we're going side to side. And take the right leg to the side. Sit back. Come up. And head over to the other side. Let's get 6 of these in real quick. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keeping that knee forward and toe forward. 5 and 6. So I'm grateful for the ability to move my body. I love all the different lunges you can do. Share some of these with your friends. Get some lunges in today. Strengthen that lower body. And this is Family Fit Mom. I'll see you next time.
I love to exercise. It's how I start every day, and I too am grateful to get my body moving. All right, next, we're going to focus on some animals. And I'm so glad that we get to share this planet with these creatures that bring us joy and lots of mystery and adventure. Take a look.
Hey everybody, today I'm going to tell you about our African penguins. These guys that you see behind me are officially known as our African black-footed penguins. And they're really, really special because they're only found along our southern African coastline. They're found from Namibia on the west coast, down to Cape Town and back up to Algoa Bay, and nowhere else in the world, making them the only penguins that you get here in Africa. And that's also probably one thing that you were wondering. Looking at the penguins behind me, you'll notice that there's no ice or snow. And that's because most of your penguin species are what we call temperate climate penguins. What that means is they actually prefer warmer climates than those that you might expect, like Antarctica, where there's lots of ice and snow. Out of your 18 penguin species, there's only generally 3 that live and constantly remain in those cold climate areas. Now, as I mentioned, there's 18 penguin species, and they all look quite different. The largest penguin species is the emperor penguins, and they live in Antarctica. The smallest penguin species is your fairy penguins, and they come all the way from Australia. And then there's a whole bunch of other interesting ones, like your rockhoppers, your yellow-eyed penguins. These guys are African penguins. They were once known as a jackass penguin. And that's because if you ever hear them make a sound, they sound like a donkey. But over time, scientists discovered that it's actually not only our African penguins that make that donkey-like sound when they bray. There's actually 5 other penguin species that make similar donkey-like braying noises. And that's partially why their name was changed to the African black-footed penguin. Unfortunately, these guys are also endangered species. It means that their numbers are really low out in the wild, and they really are struggling. One of the biggest impacts that we're having as a species, as humans, is by eating seafood. We're taking a lot of fish away from these guys in their natural environments where they would once find food. In the space of about 100 years, we've lost about 98% of our African penguin populations out in the wild. And that's just mainly because of the impact we're having as a growing population. Some other interesting things that you might have spotted about our African penguins is their beautiful colors. They have a very white belly and a very dark back. The reason for this is when they're swimming out in the ocean, that dark back blends in with the murky depths from above. Likewise, if you were a fish looking upwards from the ocean floor, that white belly of our penguins will blend in with the white surface of the ocean. And it camouflages them not only against their predators, like the fish that they and larger animals that would want to eat them, but also their prey items, like the really smaller fish that they like to eat. Our penguins also drink salt water. They've got a very special gland in their nasal cavity, in their nose, that takes out the excess salt. And often if you go and visit these guys out in their natural environment, you'll hear the penguins sneezing. And that's them actually just sneezing out the salt. And what they've done is converted their salt water to fresh drinking water to keep them hydrated.
Thanks, Ayrton. Now, I don't live in Africa with the African penguins, but this is my little buddy. This is Ernie, and he's a Yorkshire Terrier, and I'm so grateful for him. And as we mentioned before, sometimes gratitude can just shift our perspective and help us just have a better outlook on life. And that's one of the things Ernie helps me with every day. Next, we've got some music from one of our favorite musicians here in Nashville, Ava Page.
So this next one is actually my single out now. You can find it on wherever you get your music. And this one's very special to me. And it's called Hope Comes In. And you can find me and my music under Ava Page Music. And that's on all these social medias at Ava Page Music, as well as my website, avapagemusic.com. And this song is called Hope Comes In. Can't figure out just where you're going. The road you're on feels like a dead end. But when you feel the door is closing, well, that's when hope comes in. Well, that leap of faith has got you down. There's a blessing you forgot to count. Looking for peace has left you broken. Well, that's when hope comes in. faking too. You're never through, no matter how much you've been through. So no matter how your story looks, well, there's still chapters left in your book. Just when you think you've reached the end, well, that's when hope comes in. Like you change when you least expect it to. It's amazing what a twisted fate can do. You're never through, no matter how much you've been through. So trust whatever you believe. There's a reason why you dream your dreams. We're just in time, like a long lost friend. Well, that's when hope comes in. Yeah, that's when hope comes in. Thank you guys, and thank you so much for supporting Country Fights Cancer. Again, my name is Ava Page, and I hope to see you around.
I tell you this all the time, girl, but you are one of my favorites. And friends, Ava is a living example of gratitude. She is thankful for every day and thankful for all the support of friends and family as she battles cancer. So please support her, download her music today. All right, now it's time for your book suggestion for the day. Do you know who George Washington Carver is? Well, if you don't, and you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, then you really need to find out who this man is. So read A Picture Book of George Washington Carver by David A. Adler. And let me tell you a little something. George Washington Carver devoted his life to improving the lives of Southerners, especially African Americans. And he found that peanuts and sweet potatoes improve the land. And aware that people couldn't eat all of them, he found other uses for these plants and products. So that's how we got peanut butter. It's all because of George Washington Carver. And I don't know about you, but I love sweet potatoes, especially sweet potato pie. So find out more about George Washington Carver and all the uses he found for these items, sweet potatoes and peanuts. And you know, he realized that what he was working on was really special. And he didn't do it for the paycheck. He did it because he wanted to help others. Isn't that amazing? All right, next, we've got something special from Dr. E.
Hey, Tamara and friends. You know, you just caught me in the middle of a thought. I was sitting here thinking about the theme for today, which is love in a big world. And I was thinking about what do I do to keep love generated and keep love flowing in my own life? And when I stopped to think about how do I keep love flowing in my own life and good vibes flowing in my own life, one of the things that immediately came to mind for me was gratitude, or the idea of being thankful and taking stock for the things that you have to be thankful for. And so when I stop to take stock of the things that I am grateful for, what I oftentimes find is that it helps me to generate great vibes or good vibes that I can not only share with others, but also help to make me feel good as well. And so when I started to think about, well, what's one of the great ways to be able to generate good vibes? Well, then I thought about something that I haven't done for a while, but I probably need to take up doing again. And one of the things that immediately came to mind was the idea of keeping a gratitude jar. Well, what's a gratitude jar, you might ask? Well, a gratitude jar is a way of being able to write down every day at least one thing that you're grateful for, and that you keep it over the course of a year. And at the end of the year, you open up your gratitude jar and look at all of the things that you have to give thanks for. And so how do you keep a gratitude jar? Well, it's really simple. You simply grab a jar, a glass jar, or any container that you have around the house that you're not using for something else. And also you take some construction paper, or if you have some Post-it notes or any kind of paper, anything to be able to jot down at least one thing every day that you're grateful for. And so when I started to do that, I did that in honor for today. And so I wrote a note in terms of what I was grateful for. And one of the things that I am truly grateful for is my family. That my family shows me love in so many ways, and I get an opportunity to be able to show them love as well. And so that's one of the many things that I'm grateful for. So I've decided that in honor of love in a big world, I'm going to start my gratitude jar again. And maybe you want to try it yourself and try keeping your own gratitude jar. Whatever you keep in your gratitude jar, just make sure that you count your blessings. It reminds me of a song that says, "Count your blessings and name them one by one. Count your blessings and see what God has done." And so when you take a moment to be able to write down every day at least one thing that you're grateful for, not only is that a great way to keep your own good vibes flowing, but it's also a great way to be able to show love in a big world. And so until next time, keep a gratitude jar and take stock of all of the many things that you're grateful for. So I'll see you later. Bye.
Thanks, Dr. E. You know, the gratitude jar idea reminds me of the game I used to play when my kids were little. They're big now, but on our way to school, what we used to do is go around in a circle, or sometimes we did this at the dinner table, and we would just mention things that we were thankful for. And we might say things like, yeah, I'm thankful for blankets or soap. I'm thankful for the shower. I'm thankful for breakfast foods. I'm thankful for our puppy, whatever it was. And usually we would go around time and time again, and then we just end up laughing with big smiles on our faces. And it was a great way to start our day. Here's something else I'm thankful for, especially at this point in our pandemic. Toilet paper. And Miss Lawanna has a special idea of what we can do with the toilet paper rolls.
Hi everyone. Well, I've got another great art project for us today, and we're still hanging in there with our toilet paper rolls, the empty toilet paper rolls that we've been using for the last few weeks, these guys right here. So remember to ask Mom and Dad to save you a few of these because they are turning into some really great art projects. Now today, this toilet paper roll is going to serve as our art tool that we're gonna make some shapes with. I'll show you how it works in just a minute, and I think you're gonna like it. Let's get to it. Okay, grab your toilet paper roll and pinch the ends like this, all right? Make a little oval shape. We're dipping it all the way around the paint. I chose red, and watch this. Wow, look at there. Let's do a few more. See if you think you can tell what I'm gonna do here. What does it look like? It looks like maybe flower petals. Isn't that cool how the toilet paper roll is actually our tool to create the shape of flower petals? All right, I'm putting one more right here. And then I'm going to take a little brown and white paint and make a stem. And so I want you to be creative. I want you to find things around the house that you can actually use as a tool to create your art. Put a little stem here, add a couple of little leaves on it. And you could leave it just like this. This looks really nice and hang it in your room, or you could continue. You can paint your petals, you can color your petals. It's really up to you. I'm gonna put that little middle part of the flower in there where the bees usually are, where the bees get their pollen from. And then I have this jar of random sequins and little beads, teeny little beads. I think I'm gonna put this on my flower petals. So I put a little craft glue in there, and I'm just gonna sprinkle inside of my petals the sequins and the beads. And this is actually gonna be the way I color my petals instead of using paint or crayons. So I want you to be creative. You could use dry rice to do this. You could use dry beans. Ask mom and dad what you have around the house that you could use and make it really creative, all right? Okay, I think I got a few more I want to put on. They're starting to stick to my hands, but I think I'm done. Back to you, Tamara.
Thanks, Lawanna. I want to share one of my favorite paintings. This was actually inspired by Margaret Brown and one of her art segments here on Music City Kids. It's based on a mandala, and it's a flower like Miss Lawanna was talking about. I love art. And again, it's a great way to express our gratitude and change our attitude too. All right, next up, we've got our friend Ajara with By Kids for Kids.
Hi, my name is Ajara, and I would like to share with you 5 ways that you can show love to others while staying socially distant. I think now is especially the time to show love because we are all uncertain of what the future holds and we need a little encouragement. Which brings me to my 5 ideas of ways to show love during this time. Number 1. The most common way to show love is by FaceTiming. So, if you've been missing any family members or friends, and if you have their number, you can call them. Just see what they're up to. It only takes that. All you need is a smartphone and an app that you can video chat with. I'm sure that people will love to see your face during this time. For my second idea, many people don't think that this is showing love, but it's showing love to your body. The ways you can show love to your body is by walking or exercising, eating healthy food, and drinking lots of fluids and water. I know that most of the gyms are closed and you can't go to the Y or anything, but you can also walk around your house, or you can ask a family member that's living with you to take you to go walking. Make sure you stay 6 feet apart. Another way to show love is by drawing a picture or writing a letter to your family members or a friend in need. We've gotten so used to texting or emailing that we haven't got the feeling that much to drop a letter into the mailbox. I'm sure your family members and friends will love to have that surprise in their mailbox. I'm sure you guys know any nurses, doctors, policemen, or any other people that are on the front lines of COVID-19 that need our encouragement. Some ways you can show love is by holding up a sign, calling them just like FaceTime, and sending gift cards because of course they have to eat. The last way I have for you that you can show love during this time is by keeping you and others safe whenever you go out of your home, but only for something important like grocery shopping or going to work. Make sure you wear a mask like this. Thank you for listening. So those are my 5 ideas to show love while being socially distanced. Back to you, Tamara.
Thanks, Ajara. That's so important. And just a note, when you're wearing your mask, make sure it's covering your nose and all the way down to your chin so that your nostrils and your mouth are covered, and that will help keep you and others safe. All right, next we've got some spoken word from our team at Love in a Big World.
Giving thanks for life and all its possibilities, the opportunity to see, to be free, to be me, to give, to live, honoring the blessings that rain, landing on me like refreshing raindrops on a muggy day, my face wearing smiles, physical manifestation of my gratefulness. Ooh, this feeling. No matter what I do, I could never repay this. I am forever in debt for the goodness shown to me. But my commission is to pay it forward and spread the positive energy. For as long as I live, for as long as I breathe, prayers of thanksgiving will accompany me. Gratitude, it lifts me.
Yes, thank you, Sean and dancers. That was awesome. All right, friends, just a reminder that gratitude can change our attitude. And as Sean was rapping about, it can lift our spirits. And we have the need to pay it forward. You know, we've got to make this world a better place. There's enough tough stuff going on. Let's spread those good vibes that Dr. E was talking about with our gratitude. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. That's what Nelson Mandela says. All right, we'll see you next time on Music City Kids, where we're here to help you grow strong in mind, body, and heart. Make it a great day.